The defense indicated that they request that Warrant Officer Mosia be recalled.
Who's that?
The defense.
Warrant who?
Warrant Officer Mosia, TJ Mosia.
Oh, yes.
Yes, he is now in the witness stand.
Yeah, okay. Yes, sir, the witness. Eh?
No objection in taking up prescribed also, my lord. Why cannot Fana Cabaneta native fellows and processing native Vala Hero Lizado, Hamisal or Leletun, or a Mutu Seki when native. So help me God.
Sorry, are you healthy to?
Objection, my lord.
Yes, are you healthy to testify today?
Ebe, Emamata Gafaka Gajaku. I am, my lord.
By the way, what's your ailment?
Kana,
car accident in 2020.
Okay.
I got involved in an accident, car accident while I was at work in the year 2020.
Kaluzadi, two spine discs.
And I lost 2 of the spinal discs, my lord.
And the replaces the artificial.
And those were replaced with the artificial ones. At least I can now sit now properly.
But are you undergoing treatment still?
And so treatment.
Yes, I was there on Friday from physio and orthopediatric last Friday.
Okay, thanks.
Really, go ahead.
Yes, Mr.
If it may please the court, my lord, as previously indicated, I'm not going to cross-examine Warrant Officer Mosia. The record speaks for itself, so I'll leave it to my learned colleagues as the court pleases.
Okay, yes, Mr. Minister.
Yes, it please the court, my lord. Specifically, run a question to the witness. My colleague will take him forward.
Yes, Mr. Mamman.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you, Warrant Officer, for availing yourself.
Thank you as well.
And thank you further, again, Warrant Officer. The records that I've requested on the last occasion when we convened in this court, I did receive them, the registers, as well as the working copy and the master copy.
Go for the registers with Anna Dibata, the OB, the master copy, go for that on or the Willie upon for the afternoon to Tona. Kilokaha Aile or Copa for the I understand. Yeah, the society will take one kilo on the Panaga or which might be later worked on.
And lastly, Sergeant Goman did testify on the registers that I had requested from you.
Sergeant Gomani will have to add this. It is now Colonel.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Yes, Colonel Goman. Thank you.
Colonel Gomani will have to Isabella High, my Donalitona, Madito Community, so getting people for the police. Yes, I understand. The Chebo Gazi Saga, what if Colonel Gomani to go out to that Oba Faraza. Oh, my Danage, Nalama, Pepper, and Yama register, and got the logo now. My wallet like a dog.
It doesn't end there, Warrant Officer. You recall that in your evidence in chief, you told this court that on the day in question, that is the 27th of October 2014, when you visited the crime scene, you took 8 photos, which you compiled.
Last Saturday, no, you have 27th of October 2014. We lever how fit a man in kilometer to have one cutting a pet say 8. Kiss you must bullet a 7. How no was the position cheese?
Rujalo, the photo say 80 arranged photo album Yaga Katsono. Hollow rotating scarf, camera canal, Butata, Nidi Sabonala, and the Cabo Pedica but Savatar. Nitola Felamo master cook.
Managed to arrange a compile my photo album with those 8 photographs that I took at the scene of the incident. Even though a few of them, 3 or so of those photographs the quality is not really a good quality. However, they are there. Uthi yebo, ngempela ngenza-ke ngathatha iy'thombe eziwu-8 ngalolo suku nge-27 October 2014. Kanti-ke iy'thombe lezi eziwu-8 ezinye zazo-ke bezingekho nje bezingenayo i-quality engathi yinhle kangako, mhlawumbe zingaba u-2 eziwu-3 kanjalo, kodwa-ke ngalungisela-ke okanye ngenza i-album yami ngalezo y'thombe eziwu-8.
Yes, if you can just stick to the questioning that I'm asking you for the record, because I ended up not finishing my questioning to you.
Ho jwalo ke sebedisitse dinepe tse 8.
It is indeed so. I used 8 photographs. So yebo kunjalo ngisebenzise iy'thombe eziwu-8.
Is it also correct that it was because of the quality of the camera that you were using that made you not to take more than 8 photos on the scene? That is on the 27th of October 2014, on your first visit.
Ke nnete ya hore kgetlo la pele ha o ya mane tulong ya molao ka 27 October 2014 ha wa ka wa kgona ho nka dinepe tse kang kane ho tse 8 ka baka la quality ya camera e nngwe sebedisa.
Ho jwalo mona.
It is indeed so, yes. Uthi ngempela angibazange ukuthi ngingaqhubeka ngathatha-ke iy'thombe ey'nkulu eziwu-8 nge-27 October 2014 ngenxa-ke yesimo sekhamera yami ibingekho semkhaphilweni kahle.
Warrant officer, you do have Exhibit C in front of you.
Abekas?
Do you have Exhibit C in front of you?
Ona le exhibit C ke pele ho wena mo.
Ke na le file ke tla botla ke check.
I've got a bundle here which I have to peruse. Today ngiphethe ibundle la phambi kwami kodwa-ke kuyomele ukuthi ngiyihlolisise ukuthi ngabe i-exhibit C ikhona yini la.
Ke ne ke kopa o mpontshe.
Can you at least show me what is it that you're talking about?
Exhibit C is your photos, the 8 photos that you took on the day in question, the 27th of October 2014.
Kanti ngathathile ngikhathi manje 27th October 2014.
Oh, ke na le tsona mona.
Yes, I've got it now. Yebo nginazo-ke lezo y'thombe.
Warrant officer, it is your final answer that you took for 8 copies or 8 photos of the photo album on the day in question. It is your final answer.
Ebe ke karabo ya hao ya ho qetela mina ho wena ka letsatsi lena o ile wa nka dinepe tse 8 fela.
Che ke hlalosa hore dinepe tse ding tse leng out of focus ho ka etsahala hore ke ska ka di sebedisa ho photo album mara ho master copy they appear.
I'm actually meaning that the other photographs would be appearing on the master copy, whereas others may not have been necessarily relevant for the compilation of the album. Kukhona-ke iy'thombe ey'khona kwi-master, kanti-ke ezinye iy'thombe asizona engibona ukuthi ziwuko kangako ukuthi ngikwazi ukuhlanganisa-ke i-album yey'thombe zendawo yesigameko.
Can you also confirm, Warrant officer, that on photos 4 and 5, photo 4 is the view.
Photo 4 is?
Photo 4 is the view of photo 5 of Exhibit C.
Senepe se sa bone ke pontsho ya senepe sa bohlano ho Exhibit B.
Ho jwalo mona.
It is indeed so. Jeba kuyiqiniso lokho ukuthi lesithombe sesine ku umfanekiso wesithombe sesihlanu ku Exhibit B.
In fact, photos 5 and 6 are close-up photos of photo 4 of Exhibit C.
Kanti 5 le 6 ke katumetso ya setshwantsho se maelana le senepe sena sa bone.
Ho jwalo.
It is so, yes. Uthi uma sibheka-ke ku-photo 5 no-photo 6 kuwumfanekiso-ke oseduze okanye ongeziwe omayelana-ke ne-photo 4.
While still at that issue, Warrant Officer, you told this court that on your second visit, on the morning of the 27th of October 2014, the lieutenant, that is Lieutenant Colonel Mhlatlo, took photos and you were busy packaging and sealing the exhibits. That is after the debriefing that you had on the morning.
Jwale le labana le debriefing se me wa ka karolo tsa bopaki ntse re kenya ka hara mekotanyana ya bopaki mono ha Colonel Mhlatlo or Lieutenant Colonel Mhlatlo yena antse anka dinepe mane ka di 27 tsa October 2014 kgetlo la bobedi ha o so fetela hona mane tolong ya molao ho jwalo
ho jwalo.
it isn't it so obutshelo kwethu lokho ukuthi ngikathi-ke mina ngizokufaka-ke iy'ngxenye zobufakazi ngaphakathi kwamasaka abamba iy'ngxenye zobufakazi emva kokuthi-ke sibambe ingxoxo khona lapho kwaba ukuthi u-Lieutenant Colonel Mhlatlo uthatha-ke iy'thombe yena ngaleso sikhathi-ke mina ngiloko ngixoxa-ke iy'ngxenye zobufakazi nge-27 zika-October 2014 okwesibili mase ngibuyela khona.
Warrant Officer, before I go direct to the working copy that I had received, I wish to bring your attention to the evidence of Zandile Kumalo. It is on the transcribed record of the 18th of July 2023. It's at page 56, line 10.
Page 56. Line 10, transcribed record. Fela rata bua ka karolo e itseng ka go dikagare tsa bopaki ba Zandile Kumalo.
It is on page 56. I'll start for the relevant of my cross-examination at line 11. That is the response that was given by the witness after he was led by my colleague for the state, Advocate Baloy.
Jwale ke ka tsela le na araba ka teng ka proba a botso dipotso ke yana mosebetsi mmogo le nna mona e leng Advocate Baloy. O ke ndlela-ke lo ufakazi lo ngifuna ukuthi sibheke ubufakazi ba waphendula nakhona ngenkathi-ke ubaba Baloyi embuza imibuzo.
As a court, please, my lord. We don't mean to interfere with Marlena's friend's cross-examination, but the understanding is that additional documents have been handed in, and that today's cross-examination will focus on those additional documents that have been handed up. But my learned friend is now, as it were, starting all over with his cross-examination. We think it's unfair that the witness should face endless cross-examination. The cross-examination should be limited to those documents that were handed by Colonel Ngomana.
Yeah, that was the understanding. But sir, you can ask your question. You can start from the beginning. No problem.
Thank you, my lord, as a court pleases. The response that she gave is as follows. Earlier on, Kelly's phone was there on the stand charging, and then my mother took it out from the charger. You see where I'm reading? Warrant Office. Thank you. The question by my colleague, Advocate Baloy, is as follows. Yes, when did she take it out? The response was as follows. Just as soon as she got there, coming from the kitchen, she took it out. She saw it on the stand and took it out. Yes. The witness went further to say just after she took the phone out, the short one with red locks hit her with an elbow in her stomach, and then the phone fell out of her hand and fell onto the couch. There was a follow-up question. Yes, you may proceed. Then the gentleman with dreadlocks took the phone and turned around. I did not know whether he was coming towards or coming to me. And then I went back into the toilet and close quotation.
Why, Donna, can you please scroll up? You are what about Wile Musanaliana, Minister of Kumalo, my long Carabia High Ilea, Pijana, Ea Nelomana, clearing out Chadisa, Nawaka, sorry. Nawaka wile ainka ainsa onamo ko chaje yaba ndateba lo tsola pele o wile insane yaba mufumatsana khumalo o tsola pele o hlamsane hang ka morago ba afika onamo o tswa ka kitchening wile ainka ainsa wile bona onama me sende yaba wainsa. Can you scroll, please? Ntatevalo yaba for a couple of mono. Matana Kumala Tana Pilare. Camera over anche from a couple. Answer from a Ona Kutani Elumbre, Ona Anali dreadlocks, Yaba Watla Kasitu, Honamana Mbe. Phone aware of Fati, Itwakantong Lahai, Yana aware of Hudinha, so Fama. Notable Yatola paid the RA, Okanatola, the Mata Kumalo, Santa Jole Yana, Muna Enoa, Yaning Anna, Lady Dreadlocks, we learned her from a Fural. Haketsebe hore can you scroll up, please? If it's Haketsebe hore ebe one aya kai kapone atswa kai kapona tla yaba kia tsamaya ke khutlela ka mane ka toilet ka boka dipane ke ke kwa what do you wanna mela eno ntsa ba
ke di bona
yes I can see that uthi ngiyakubona lokho ke ukwa lokufunda nje khona lana mayelana ke nendlela umama Khumalo kanye ke uMiss Khumalo uzande bephendula ngakhona kuluma ngakho lokho ke ukuthi lo umkhuhlane benama-dreadlocks uyena kowashaya ke uma ngenkathi ephethe ifoni ayikhiphe khona laphayana eshajini wangishaya ke ngendlololwane khona lana esiswini wase ke yena uma ewela khona phezulu couch khona laphayana ifoni yawela phansi uthi ke mina emva kwalokho ke ngase ngiyahamba ngiphindela ngale ngase toilet
Warrant Officer, you may not respond to this, but the portion that I wanted to bring to our attention is that, according to this witness, Zandile Khumalo, one of the intruders, the one with dreadlocks, took the cell phone away and fled the scene. Do you understand that? You may not respond about what is in that portion of the transcribed record, but what I wanted to bring to our attention, Warrant Officer, is that one of the intruders, the one with dreadlocks, took the cell phone and fled the scene.
We the anka cell phone ena yaba wato wabali ebe kujwalo
Ho tlohala mo.
Yes, I understand that. Yebo ngiyakuzwisisa-ke lokho ukuthi ungenelele omunye kakhulukazi lona-ke obenama-docs wathatha i-cellphone wase-ke uyabaleka uyaphuma.
Warrant Officer, one of the charges that have been preferred against the accused in count 3 of the indictment is to the fact that in that upon or about the 26th of October and at or near Phosphorus in the district of Boksburg, the accused did unlawful intentional assault Miss Kelly Kumalo or Gladness Kumalo, and did with force and violence take a Samsung S4 cell phone, the property or in lawful possession of Miss Kelly Kumalo and or Gladness Kumalo, and did rob her of same, aggravating circumstances being present in that the accused made use of a firearm.
Ke engwe ya dithuso he tse leng gore bathusi ba batho ba di tsona gore ka di 26 October 2014 gona gona tulong ya ne e leng Phosphorus e mong wa ba thusiwa he o ilahle a wotla eno Gladness kapo Kelly Kumalo me gona mo no hanghang anka cell phone o tswa go yena ka matsamang e bile tlolemolao ya tlatlabo mme ntho ene e mpefatsa ditaba gona mono ke gore go ile gwa sebediswa sethunya ka go ile a sebedisa sethunya bakeng sa yona tlatlabo eno wa utlwisisa ka
Ho tlohala mo.
yes I understand that ngiyazwisisa ukuthi elinye lamacala abamangalelwa babhekene nalo ukushaya-ke yena lona-ke ukheli noma uGladness Kumalo nge-26 zika-October 2014 kungukuthi-ke icala babhekene nalo icala lokuphanga kusetshenziswa-ke ikhali kanti-ke wamshaya kanjalo wathatha iselfoni yena kuwukuthi usebenzisa isibhamu yilona-ke iphuzu lenza ukuthi leli cala libe licaye kwasetshenziswa isikhali isibhamu lapho.
All right, Officer, I will now come to the crux of my background of the questions that I've put to you. I'll ask my colleagues to beam for the court the master copy. Sorry, not the master copy, the working copy. The working copy consists of the photos that you took on the day in question. That is the 27th of October, 2014. My colleague can assist us to scroll to each photo one by one. You will then confirm, Warrant Officer, if are those the photos that you took on the day in question.
I understand.
Yes, we'll start with the first one. Yes, can we go on?
The next one, that's it. So,
This one.
yes, this is the photograph that I put here on the system. This one again has
Yes.
Sena,
This one.
because this one as well. Are they numbered?
No, it's a
No,
very
you will just have to confirm.
What,
Just before that one, Warrant Officer, you confirm that it is the last photo. It is photo number 8. That is on Exhibit C
this
of your photo album. Yes.
Photo number 8, album Nyao. This one is out
this one.
Yes.
After perusal of this bundle here, oh yes, I would confirm that it is photo number 8. What in that is inside of the system, we saw now photo number 8 with the album.
Yes. Let us proceed then with the other photos. Just look at the screen, Warrant Officer. And that one.
And then
This one, this one.
Okay.
it appears it is one of the photographs that I had taken. None of who am I taking?
Yes. Proceed.
That one as well. I took it in analysis from there. Gas started and so.
Okay. Can we move further?
So no.
This one.
That as well. Now so this. So no.
Same. Ke snap say ni ke check out I was testing my camera. Camera ka name fabuta initially during the day. Ni ke bontsha crime scene management. You will challenge your camera during the day.
This is one of the test pictures, given the fact that my camera was now giving me a problem. And this is the picture that I took to indicate to them that during the course of the day, my camera was now beginning to give me some problem. So ukuvivinya ilokwenza nami i-camera yami ngoba-ke mase kusemini i-camera yami yasiyiqalayo ukunikeza-ke inkinga yaba-right or yohlupha and then Mosia yasebenza handle. In fact, the camera gave me a problem during the night. And then during the course of the day, that is when it is able to work properly.
Okay,
So this was a picture that I actually used to show them.
Okay, can we move on?
But there was a problem with the camera.
How about that one?
Sona?
Ha ke nka snap sa clipboard ke arola di crime scene tsa ka so.
That is how I separate my crime scenes with the photograph of the clipboard. Futhi ingendlela-ke engihlukanisa-ke iy'kamera ngokuthi-ke ngiyithathe lesi sithombe lesi se-clipboard.
Okay, can we move on?
Sena sona?
Seno ke ntse ke demonstrate la crime scene management during the day in dinepe tse right.
Now, this is one of the photographs where I was demonstrating to the crime scene management that the camera is able to take good quality pictures during the course of the day. Lesi sithombe esinye seyithombe ngisebenzisa-ke ukubonisa-ke i-crime scene management ukuthi le camera yami emini iyakwazi-ke ukuthi ithathe iy'thombe
And ra nka qeto ya hore re sebedise camera e tlang crime scene management for quality.
Now, we then decided that we are going to be taking the camera that was brought by the crime scene management, given the quality that it has, that we are going to use that particular camera. Sasisiyanquma-ke okanye savumelana ukuthi sizosebenzisa le camera eza ne-crime scene management ngoba-ke i-quality yakhona i-quality ekahle sosebenzisa yona.
Okay, can we go on? So those are the photos that were taken by Lieutenant Colonel Mhlahla.
Tsena ke dinepe tse leng tsa nkuwa ke Lieutenant Colonel Mhlahla.
Ke sona.
That is correct, yes. Uthi yebo iy'thombe zathathwa-ke Lieutenant Colonel Mhlahla.
Yes, can you scroll through them quickly? Warrant officer, of interest to me are the two photos. Can we go back to the photos of the warrant officer, the ones that he took on his first visit? The photos after that one. The photo is after photo number 8 of Exhibit C. The photos that are showing the sitting room. Yes. Warrant Officer, when did you take that photo?
Warrant Officer, we don't
ke sinkile ha ke ne ke le mo crime scene
I took this photograph at the time that I was alone
without crime scene management.
at the crime scene, that is without the crime scene management members. Uthike lesi sithombe ngasithatha ngedwa endaweni yesigameko ngaphandle kwaleli thimba le crime scene management.
Can you go through the next one? Yes, can you go through to the next one? That is the one that I'm interested in. When did you take that one?
Sena sona bile wasenkadini sinepe. There's a photo of the file.
A ke na bonnete bana ha se hlahelle mo di photo album ya. Ke sa go have se nkiwe ke nna ke. Ha se hlahelle mo dinepeng tsa.
I am uncertain about it because it is not reflected on the range of the photographs that I have taken on this album. So, anginaso-ke isiqiniseko salokho ngoba-ke lesi sithombe asiveleli kuyithombe eyikhona mhlawumbe kwi-album yami ithombe engiyithatha.
No, Warrant Officer, I tend to disagree with you because that photo is a close-up photo of the previous photo that was beamed. I do not agree with you that you don't know when it was taken because that photo is a close-up photo of the previous photo.
Ke atoloso ya senepe se tlileng pele ho sona seo.
Okay, ke a utlwisisa. Ho ka nna etsahala hore se nkuwe ke nna la se sa hlahelle mo photo album ne ke arrange.
Yes, I understand. It is possible that this is a photograph that was taken by myself, even if it is not reflected within the range of the photographs that I am in possession of. Uthi yebo lokho ke ngingavumelana nawe ukuthi kuyisithombe esathathwa yimina nanoma ke singaveleli ku le thombe ezathathwa yimi.
Warrant Officer, why you did not include the two photos, that is the previous one and that photo, in the photo album Exhibit C?
Ubani usaka wasipenya sinepe senabo album elinkarela bopaki Exhibit C dinepe ntse.
Che a ke na lebaka hobane ka ha ke arrange photo album ya ke nka dinepe tse ke bonang hore di loketse photo album ya the quality ya tsona ha di right then ha se sa photo files ke se befa ke as a general conditions of a crime scene.
I do not have a reason. I do not have any reason in particular. The photographs are arranged in accordance with my crime scene. If I see that perhaps it does not really have a good quality as well, it's a photograph that I am going to put aside. But there isn't any reason in particular. Uthi-ke asikho-ke isizathu nje esiphathekayo esenza ukuthi mhlawumbe ngingasifaki lesi sithombe kwi-album yey'ngane zobufakazi. Uma ngabe-ke ne-quality yaleso sithombe mhlawumbe ingekho right, angikwazi ukuthi ngingasifaka. Kanti-ke ngifaka iy'thombe ey'kwazi ukukhulumisana nesimo okanye nesigameko.
Did you take any swaps from the dust that is appearing on that photo?
The dust.
The glass.
The glass. Oh. Wile wangani swap mono. Halas ni ena ehla lamamo.
Joy, angaba ka dinko.
No, I did not.
Why not?
Hobane
Hobane ne se ke nkile qeto ya hore ke tlo thusana le crime scene management hobane ne ke hloka thuso ya bona.
because I had already decided that I will have to work together with the crime scene management team because I needed their help. Tike azange kuthatha amaswapla ukuthi ngiyothatha ufuzo ngaphambi kwengizwa yini ngakho ngoba ngasesenginile mina ukuthi ngizosebenza ne-crime scene team bale-crime scene management ngoba ngasesengicaphele ukuthi ngiyaludinga uncedo lwabo.
What happened to the cellular phone that is appearing there in that photo?
Uyilowetha nami ka-cellphone engihlala ama-slippery.
Che, ake tsibula etsala.
No, I don't know what happened with it. Angazi kwenzakalani-ke ngale cellphone evelela ngalesi sithombe.
Warrant officer, you were the first officer on the scene. You took photos of the scene, yet you are telling this court that you don't know what happened to that cell phone. You are also responsible for the packaging and sealing of the exhibit on the crime scene.
Wena motho wa pele wa fihla hona mane tlolo ya molao. Mme o bile wa nka dinepe tsa yona tlolo eno ya molao. Hape o bile motho ya ileng a nka dikarolo tsa bopaki wa kenya ka hare ho mekgotlanyana kapo di-evidence pad. Fela he ore ha o tsebe ho ile ha etsalang ka cellphone e.
Cellphone ha ile ya motho a neng a le ka tlung ke bona evidential value ya teng ne le siyo hore nka investigator for touch DNA.
Now, if the cell phone belonged to a person that was the occupant of the house or one of the occupants of the house, I couldn't attach any evidential value on it. Therefore, there would not have been a need for me to take that cell phone and investigate it further. Uthi-ke uma ngabe le cell phone bekuyimpahla yomunye wabantu abebekhona endlini, ngamanye amazwi abantu bakulelo khaya. Angibonanga-ke ukuthi isisindo soba khona esimayelana nobufakazi ukuthi ngithathe le cell phone ngiyoyiphela.
The photos, the previous photo as well as that photo is not appearing also on the photo album of Lieutenant Colonel Mthatlo, that is Exhibit D.
Sena persona le sena se seng se fitileng ha se hlahile le albumong ya Lieutenant Colonel Mthatlo. O ya ka karolo ya bopaki, that is in Exhibit D.
Exhibit D.
Eleng haro Exhibit D.
Ne re sebetsa mmoho le Colonel Mthatlo. Ha a joina re proceed ka crime scene yena ha nka dinepe nna ke ne ke collect.
We were working together, myself and Lieutenant Colonel Mthatlo, when he joined me at the crime scene. As he was busy taking the photographs, I was collecting the exhibits. Sasebenza sonke Colonel Mthatlo and Lieutenant Colonel Mthatlo. Uma yena-ke elokhu ethathe iy'thombe, mina ngithathe iy'ngxenye zobufakazi ngaleso sikhathi okanye ngixoxa iy'ngxenye zobufakazi ngaleso sikhathi.
Warrant officer, it looks like the said cell phone disappeared and you cannot account for it because it does not appear on the photo album that is on photos 59, 63 and 65 of the photo album of Lieutenant Colonel Mthatlo, Exhibit D. It is no longer there.
Ngibona le kare ile ya lahla ya cellphone. Hobane le dinepe ntse hlala mane albumong ya Colonel Mthatlo, Lieutenant Colonel Mthatlo, 63 and 65. 63
59, 63 and 65.
59, 63 and 65. Hayiyo, hayihlahile.
E ka ha ke hlalosa hore cell phone e ka ba ke ya batho ba neng ba le teng ka tlung. Ke bone ho sena bohlokwa ba hore nka e latella haholo.
E ka ba e le hore ke ya batho ba ka bokapo e ne le ya batho ba le ka tlung.
E ne e le ya batho ba ka tlung.
Okay.
Ha ke a bona
Ke ka ho sa e latella.
ya ke bona molemo hore ke e latelle hobane e ke ya batho ba ne ba le ka tlung.
Like I have already said, that the cell phone belonged to the occupants of the house or one of the occupants of the house. and therefore I did not see a necessity for me to do any investigative follow-up on that cell phone. Uthi-ke i-cell phone lena kwaba-ke impahla bani bekuyi-cell phone yabanye yomunye mhlawumbe kwalabantu abebehlala kulowo muzi okanye ababekhona kulowo muzi. Ngase ngibona ukuthi-ke isidingo sokuthi ngiqhubeke ngiyithenge le cell phone asikho.
You know to whom it belongs?
Wa tseba hore e ne di ama? Kapa wa tseba hore ke ama?
Chair, I get it.
No, I don't know. Tika angazi ukuthi leyo cell phone yena bani.
Do you know the description of that cell phone?
What's about description of cell phone again?
No.
No. Tika i-description of the cell phone okanye-ke incazelo emadana-ke nokuthi cell phone enjani leyo anginayo angiyazi.
I put it to you, Warrant Officer, that that cell phone is a S4, it's a Samsung S4 cell phone.
Ke leyo wena hore cell
Mr.
phone
Court, please, my lord, may the council lay the basis for, making that submission.
Yes, Mr. Newman.
My lord, I had to view it.
So you're putting it to him before you have viewed it.
Sorry, my lord.
You're putting it to him before you say you have viewed that cell
Oh,
phone.
yes, let me put it correctly. Warrant Officer, I had viewed the cell phone, made the picture wide, and I came to a conclusion, as I put it to you, that that cell phone is a Samsung S4 cell phone.
Warrant Officer, ke le ka e bona ka sheba cell phone. Ebile ka atolosa setshwantsho sa yona. Mme ka qeto ya hore seo ke se bonang mona ke se hlalosang hore cell phone ena ke Samsung S4.
Go to her.
I hear you. Uthi yebo ngiyabuza lokho. Uthi why thatha-ke le cell phone wase yenza ukuthi kumfaniswa khona ube mkhulu ukuthi-ke ukwazi ukuthi ubone hlobo luni le-cell phone. Kuyazwakala, kuyazwakala.
I'm also going to argue, Warrant Officer, later on, that the allegations which are contained in count 3 of the indictment, that the witnesses, Kelly Kumalo and Gladness Kumalo, were robbed of the cell phone, the S4 Samsung cell phone, by one of the intruders who had dreadlocks. It's not a correct version, because the said cell phone is depicted in one of the photos that you took on the 27th of October 2014.
As a court, please, my lord, once again, this is speculation from council's side. I think it's a matter that can best be left for argument.
Apparently, there's only one cell phone like that in the whole world, according to how I follow your argument.
I'm following the reasoning based on
Yes,
the state case.
I'm also following your reasoning.
Yes.
I'm going to put it to the witness, that's charge 3, which relates to the robbery of a cell phone. Has no merit because the cell phone is in the house, there,
Yes.
taken in the photo and
Yes.
depicted in the photo you took.
Yes.
That's how you argue.
Yes. I'm arguing along those lines, my lord. Thank you.
That's why I say maybe it's the only cell phone in the world.
Yes. We don't know what happened to it.
Yes.
Yes. I'll further argue, Warrant Officer, that there was no robbery in the house on the 26th of October 2014.
Hore ke tlo tswela pele he ke nyantsane ntlheng yona eno ya hore ka di 26 of October 2014 ha wa ka ha bona le tlatlapo e leng tshala ka ntlheng ka mane.
Go to her.
Yes, I hear that. I understand that. Yebo ngiyakuzwisisa lokho ukuthi wena-ke uzoletha-ke iphikisano nenkantolo emela ukuthi nge-26 zika-October 2014 azange kube nokuphambi khona ngaphandle.
I'll further put it to you that, Warrant Officer, that your photos, that is Exhibit C of the record, are not the true reflection of the photos that you took on the day in question, that is the 27th of October 2014.
Exhibit C ya hao ya dinepe ha se setshwantsho se felletseng kapo sa nnete sa dinepe tse bona bile ba di ka ofela bona mane tlolong ya molao ka 26 October 2014 26 October ka 26 October 2014
On the 27th of October 2014.
ka 27 October 2014. If that is what you're saying, I don't know what to say. How can I be mad on that? Mangathi kwenza lokho ukuthi akuyona-ke umfanekiso okuyithiniso kanye ophelele omayelana ke ney'thombe engayithatha mina ngeyi-27 October 2014 angazi ngizophawula ngithini ke mina.
And your version, warrant officer, is falling like a deck of cards.
Yes?
Your version is falling like a deck of cards.
The deck of hearts.
As a court, please, Manot, I don't know what the basis for that submission is, but we are of the respectful submission that perhaps it's a matter that can be left for argument based on the facts, but at this stage, Manot, there's really no basis for making that submission.
Yes, Mr. Ngumana.
My lord, unfortunately, I'm not complete with my cross-examination. It's part of the submission.
I never stopped you.
Yes. No, thank you, my lord.
Please.
Thank you.
There's one thing I will never do.
I know
with my
that.
experience.
Yes, I know
Stop
that.
at counsel from
Yes.
cross-examining. I'll
Yes.
never do it. Doesn't matter whether the cross-examination goes east, west, south, or
yes.
north,
Yes, I've also
or up.
Yes, I've also experienced it with you, my
Yes.
lord. Thank you. Warrant officer, please, I'm still busy with the photos. I see that they are no longer appearing on the screen. Can we go to the previous photo before that one? Can we go to the previous photo before that one? Warrant officer, you'll see that in front of the TV stand there is a tin there. You see that tin.
Yes, I can see the tin. Yebo leli tin ngiyabona engaphambi waiting stand lapho.
Can we then now move to photo 15 of the photo album of Lieutenant Kennedy Mhlahlo? Warrant officer, do you also see the very same tin? It is now in the kitchen.
Well, one of the tin la ne le le hlale tlo. Senhlala mane TV ka kitchen njalo. Yes, I can see it.
As a court, please, maybe not the very same team, but a similar team. One can say is the very same team that was in the previous photo.
What does that tin contain, Mr. Nguman?
My daughter, I've also viewed that tin. It's a Nestle.
Hello?
It's a Nestle. It's a milk.
So it's a milk tin.
Yeah, milk tin. Yes.
Nestle.
Nestle.
What is the evidential value of the tin?
I'm going there, my lord.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes. Can we go to photo 59 of Exhibit D? That is the photo album of Lieutenant Kennedy Mhlahlo. Warrant Officer, do you confirm that that photo, that is photo 59, which was taken by Lieutenant Colonel Mhlahlo, is the very same photo of the previous photo that I had highlighted to you? The photo which had a tin in front of a TV stand. You
So
confirm that?
59.
Yes, photo
Yeah.
59.
Ke karolo ya dinepe tsane tse leng ka o bontsha tsona tsena le lethibi wa di hopola e ntse le karolo ya dinepe tseno.
Ke senepe se tshwanang le sona.
Yes, this is a photograph that is more like those photographs that you have shown me earlier.
Do you concede, Warrant Officer, that the tin, the Nestle milk tin, is no longer depicted there as it was depicted in one of the photos that you took on the 27th of October 2014?
Wa netefatsa gore le timila le la Nestle le ne le hlalla go tse ding tsa dinepe tse bile ngwa di nka ka di 27 tsa October 2014 ha ntse hlalla mona snapeng sena.
Ho bonahala.
Yes, it is clear here.
What happened to
yebo gamile lana ke ukuthi lela thini le Nestle ela velela kwezinye zeyithombe ezathathwa nge-27 zika October 2014 kulesi sithombe lesi photo 59 lelo thini alikho alibonakala.
Do you also confirm, Warrant Officer, that the cell phone that I had indicated in the photos that you took on the morning of the 27th of October 2014 is no longer there in that photo? That is photo 59 of the photos that were taken by Lieutenant Colonel Mhlahlo.
Ka di 27 tsa October 2014 go saying cell phone ya ane ne hlalletse snapeng se mo na mo go dinepe tse ntse nkiwa ke Lieutenant Colonel Mhlahlo mo na snapeng sena le yona ha e hlahile wa netefatsa ntlha
Ho jwalo.
It is so, yes. Yebo ngiyaqinisekisa leyo cell phone zana kulesi sithombe I believe that ngeke yavelela kuleza ithombe kuleza sithombe zathathwa nguye uLieutenant Colonel Mhlahlo.
Warrant Officer, you will agree with me, if you can, that it seems like there was a movement of items in the house when you were still there on the crime scene. I'm basing this because the photos that I indicated to you, the photos that you took on the morning of that day, with reference to the cell phone as well as the Nestle tin that is now found in the kitchen, those items are not amongst the items that are depicted on photo 59 of Exhibit D.
Wabona ha re sheba Exhibit D photo 59 re a bona hore dintho tse neng tsa hlahella pejana le tse ding e leng le la Nestle le neng le ka dining room ka bone le ka phaposing ya ho dula ne se le jwale ka kitchen re bua ka cell phone le yona ha e sa hlahella mona snapeng sena sa 59 e go tla dumelana le nna ho bonahala e kareng dintho di ne di tsamaiso di tloswa mona di bewa mane di tloswa mona di bewa mane mo ka dumelana le nna hona mo
Ke tshepa hore dintho tse ba di movileng ke dintho tsene ba di hloka ho tshwana le lebese la ngwana ke a bona le na le value for evidence.
I should think that the items that were moved around in the house, such as that milk tin, it was an item that was needful for them to move it because they needed it at that time. So I couldn't attach any evidential value on that particular tin.
And the cell phone, investigating officer, ho ya ka mohopolo wa ka ke yena a laba ke yena a latella di cell phone tsa bona ka investigation ya.
As far as my memory serves me well, the cell phones or the investigations pertinent to the cell phones, it was the responsibility of the investigating officer. The investigating officer is the one that did further investigations pertaining to the cell phones. Uthi ke mayelana ke nama cell phone ngasho ngithi lona teknikala uyena umuntu bebeqhubekisela phambili ke uphendlo lwakhe ukuthi asebenzane okanye asebenze ngama cell phone.
Warrant Officer, I will now move on to Exhibit C4, which is the registers that were provided.
C4 e leng di-register tse leng gore ile wa fana ka tsone.
Warrant Officer, just to refresh your evidence, is it correct that you told this court in your evidence in chief that you received a call from Brigadier Ndlovu?
E be ke nnete gore re hopotsa fela ka bopaki ba gago o ile wa fumana mogala o tswang go Brigadier Ndlovu o ile wa jwetsa kgotla tsa bopaki ba gago ba pejana.
go jalo mo.
It is indeed so, yes, yebo. Faka zambane ngathi uzwane uzwa ngumfushisi ngengathi ngakhona udinga ngikhamba kuye uBrigadier Ndlovu.
At that time, you were at your home on standby duties.
Kana ko ngobeka phela ole go stand by.
Go jalo.
That is indeed so, yebo ngaleso sikhathi ngo stand by ngisekhaya.
Is it also correct, Warrant Officer, that you told this court that from the scene, that is on the morning of the 27th of October 2014, you had to leave this scene of the case that you are dealing with in court today to attend to two other scenes?
O jeditse go tla leng ya gore o ile wa tloa gona mane tulong ya molao kapa tulong ya tlolo ya molao ka 27 October 2014 seng a lona tsatsi leo wa tsamaya wa ya tulong tse ding gape tse pedi tsa molao Mosia ena.
E ne le mogopolo wa go. Ke a dumela e ne le mogopolo.
Yes, how do mogopolo kwa kang ke idea?
I remember that.
Oh, okay. Yes, I agree with you that I can remember that. I can remember that. Okay, ngibona lapho ngiyakhumbula.
Exhibit C4 is a copy of the pocket book. That is your pocket book.
C4, the pocket book you have.
At 2200 hours 10 minutes on Sunday 2014 10:26, depart from home to Don Park LCLC 1263.
Sorry, Counsel, he's still producing through this document.
Okay. It's page 71 and 72 copies. ID copies. Pocket book copies page.
Wait, it's a first page. It's written one at the top in column 1, 2. I'm reading from column 1 and 2 of Exhibit C4.
It is not here.
Page. Pocket book page.
It's the first page of Exhibit C4.
All right.
On the first column at 2200 hours 10 minutes on Sunday 2014/10/2016, depart from home to Don Park LCLC 1263/10. Yes.
Actually, standby.
I was on standby.
And I get prepared for evidence yaka ya ho tla court ka lebaka le ne ke le under incapacity leave.
Now, when I prepared the evidence pertaining this matter, and I was on incapacity leave during the time,
And ka tlameha ho ema hore ke prepare for giving of evidence in court.
now I had to pause for a while.
I had to stay.
I had to stand so that I can be able to prepare myself to bring my evidence before this court.
And kaya Springs ho batla di tokomane tse ke tla di hloka hore ke prepare bopaki ba ka.
Now, I then proceeded to Springs to go and search for documents that will assist me to prepare my evidence for this court.
And ha ke fitla Springs ke thotse docket yaka e bookile out to the provincial crime scene management.
Now, when I got to Springs, I found my docket. It was already booked out to the
Crime scene management.
crime scene management of the province.
And le pocket book ankaba ka e thola ko ho storeroom.
I couldn't even find the pocket book as well in the storeroom.
Then seo se ile sa etsa hore ke sokole ho arrange bopaki ba ka ho tla court ho latela selebo seemo se ke ne ke na le sona ka bophelo.
And that actually disturbed the manner in which I was trying to prepare my evidence to come to court based on the condition I was in.
Luckily ka lehlohonolo ka kopana le statement,
Fortunately, I found a statement,
copy ya statement se ke se thotseng court se hlaya ka docket e nngwe.
a copy of the statement, which I found at the court through another docket.
Ke preparile evidence yaka based on that statement.
That is how I managed to prepare my evidence that was based on that statement.
One statement ke ne ke se ngola le ha e ne le ka mabaka a ipatileng ne se mabaka a fair hore statement se nkuwe without my knowledge hore se ya ko docketing
Kopa phete halo.
ine isi ke ne ke sena tsebo ya hore statement se ne ke se ngola se ya docketing ya bobedi e ke e fumaneng mo court.
Now, the statement that I had found, I did not have the certainty that it was going to be the statement that was going to form part of the second docket that I found here in court.
And ke lona lebaka leo le entseng hore ho be le kopano ha evidence ya ka e se fihlella mafelelo.
And that is one of the reasons why there was a confusion of my evidence towards the end.
On the same exhibit, Exhibit C4, at 9:50, that is now on the morning of the 27th of October 2014, it is indicated that you depart from office and back to Foslorus LCLC 1237/10/2014. Arrival at the scene with Lieutenant Matebula. Depart from the scene, arrival at the office. Whilst I'm still there, Warrant Officer, I will remember that you told this court in your evidence in chief that you arrive at the scene of this case, that is now on your second visit around 6 in the morning of the 27th of October 2014. You confirm that?
Wa hopola hore lo bua taba eno ya hore lo fihla mane ka la bedi kilometer ya molao ka bo 6 o'clock ka di 27th of October 2014 ha re bala ntla ena ka bo entry eno ering 9:50 departure from office ka ba tlo officing ka ya hona man ka ba ka khutlela ko Foslorus LCRC 1237/10 ya 2014 ka fihla hona mane tulong ya molao le Lieutenant Matebula ya ba he ya tloha he tulong ya molao ka ba ka fihla office wa hopola hore yo a fihla ka 6 o'clock
Ke a hopola
I remember that I said so ngiyakhumbula ukuthi ngike ngakusho kanjalo ukuthi ngithe ngike ngafika endaweni esigameko kwesibini nge-27 zika-October 2014 ngabo-6 ekuseni njengoba kuvelela-ke lana ukuthi ukusuka ngo-10 to 10 ekuseni kusuka khona laphana e-ofisini waphindela khona laphana e-Phosphorus LCRC 1237/10/2014 ukufika khona laphayana-ke endaweni yesigameko ngihamba no-Lieutenant Mathebula ngasuka khona endaweni yesigameko ngaze ngaphindela futhi-ke e-ofisini.
Between the two times, that is the 6 or around 6 on the morning of the 27th of October 2014 and the 10:25 that is depicted on Exhibit C4, which is the correct time that you arrive on the scene on your second visit?
Maharing 6 o'clock, you are saying, le 10:25. Kifing na kweli na ya mneti ya kuruda Afrika na kudunia tulemula.
Ka ke se hlalositse ke prepare le evidence ya ka in chief ntle le di-documents tse tshwanang le pocket book le docket ya ka.
As I have already indicated that I have prepared the documents or my evidence pertaining to this case without documents such as these ones, the pocket book as well as my docket.
Ke ne ke sena bonnete ba hore hantle ke fihle nako mang jalo ka hele ntho ile etsala dilemo tse ngata tse fetileng.
I was unsure as to what time did I arrive at the scene of the incident, which is typical of some of these things that had transpired previously. Uthi ngoba ngishilo nje phambileni ukuthi mina engadluliselela ubufakazi bami bokuzana enkantolo idocket yami bingekho kumina kanti ke nezincwajana okanye amaphepha afana nalawa ke ama pocket book nawo bewangekho ngaleyo ndlela ke ngangenaso ke isiqiniseko ngoba kwavameke ukuthi kwenzeke enkathini ezidlule ukuthi isikhathi ngekwazi ukusikhumbula.
So now that you have refreshed your memory, what is the correct time that you had arrived there?
Jwale ka hore o so khona wa hopotsa kelelo ya hao ebe nako e leng yona ke efe?
Ke kgola hore hona le phoso ka entry ya ka ya pocket book.
I believe that there is an error pertaining to this entry of mine of the pocket book.
One ha ke hopola hantle crime scene management is around crime scene 9 o'clock.
Now, if I remember well, according to the explanation of the crime scene management, they said that they were at the scene of the incident around 9 o'clock. Crime scene management, ngabo 9.
And then Lena Nessense demo crime scene in Jalkona mix up, telling era ya mongolo.
Even myself, I was already there at the scene of the incident at the time. That is why I cannot be sure as to whether it could have been an error of the entry in the pocket book or not. Given the skill set which in nephutha elibakhona ubhala khona laphana kuyi-pocket book ngoba ngaleso sikhathi nami ngangikhona khona laphana endaweni yesigameko ngenkathi ithimba le-crime scene lifike khona laphana ngaleso sikhathi.
Warrant Officer, I'll leave that for arguments later on, but since we are already here, Warrant Officer, I'm going to seize this opportunity and ask you some few questions before I sit down. Warrant Officer, let us go to Exhibit X5. at paragraph 3, Warrant Officer, is it correct that in your letter that you drafted, one of the requests or one of the aspect that you included in that letter, that is Exhibit X5, is that the forensic exhibit bags numbers PA 500 1499210 and PA 500 2087782 were all sealed in forensic exhibit bag number PA 5000 342715J. You confirm that?
Why not for paragraph 3? Paragraph 3, where forensic exhibit bags, namely number PA 500 99210, PA 500 2087782. Ka fela ha tsona di beditsena ne di kwetso ne di sealed. Hona ka hare ho forensic exhibit bag nomoro ya teng ke yona eno ya PA 5000 342715J.
Yes, can you fast?
Yebo ngiyaqinisekisa ngempela ukuthi le ngxenye zobufakazi zayifakwe ngaphakathi kwalama exhibit bag lawo kuya ngalama number lawo futhi ke zayivalelwe ukwenza zazisiliwe. PA 500 149 99210 ne PA 500 2087782 zonke le ngxenye zobufakazi ke zafakwa kwi exhibit bag ye number ethi PA 5000 342715.
Exhibit A1, the bullet jacket from the kitchen floor collected, packed and sealed in an exhibit bag PA 500 1499210. Is it correct, Warrant Officer, that the sealing of that bag, that is the bag with exhibit A1, the bag number PA 500 1499210, is not depicted in the photos that you took on the 27th of October 2014, that is Exhibit C?
Who Exhibit C? Exhibit bag in ya PA 500 1499210. Hai hlahile dinepe tse leng tsa nkuwa he. Ba tsama snepe ha se hlahile se mailana le karolo ena ya bopaki e leng Exhibit A1 e be ke nnete. Yes, it is indeed so, but I can give a brief explanation pertaining to that.
I can already parcel more than one dear forensic science laboratory. We already rekenye the forensic bag kaufela in one bag, then mention more affidavit.
Now, if I have got items more than one, and they are going to the forensic science laboratory, all of them, we put all those back inside of one forensic bag, and then we're going to indicate on the forensic bag.
Going to indicate on the affidavit.
And then we're going to indicate on the affidavit. Uma ngabe kukhona ke izinto kanye nezobufakazi ezindlula ubufakazi eyodwa ngesikhathi zonke lezo zinto ke sifaka ngaphakathi kwe exhibit bag eyodwa kanti ke bese kuba ne statement okanye affidavit eshoyo ukuthi sakwenza lokho ngaleyo ndlela.
Is it also correct that the single bag where you sealed the two bags with Exhibit A1 and Exhibit 1, which is the big bag with number PA 5000 342715J, is also not in the photos, that is Exhibit C?
Leona begena egolo e kentseng di bag tsena tse nyane tse ileng hore di tshwere dikarolo tsa bopaki e leng ya evidence bag number PA 5000 342715J. Leona ha ona mo ihlalang ikwedi nepeteng ka bo snepeteng.
Ke hlalositse hore exhibit bag e re kopanyang bopaki kaofela ha ina o hlaya dinepeng ke mention fela mo go affidavit ya ka hore kaofela the exhibit from one up to this were all placed inside one bag.
I have already indicated that all the exhibits that were placed inside of one exhibit bag. Photographs thereof are not taken. Safe to say that it is going to be mentioned in an affidavit that all the exhibits were put inside of the one exhibit bag. That will appear on the affidavit.
The sealing,
On the sorry, the witness was saying something
Affidavit, covering minutes.
on the affidavit.
Affidavit or covering minutes.
On the affidavit or the covering minute or minutes.
the big bag, that is the bag number PA 5,342-715J. Where did you seal it? Were you still on the scene or somewhere else?
How no sila ena ya PA 5,342-715J unoleka unole hona mane tulong ya malao ka tulong ya tulong malao ka bonole ga how we what
Ke ne ke le se ke le mosebetsing ke prepare di covering minutes
unole msebetsing kae
ke Springs.
office.
Yes, I can prepare the covering minutes, then it will transport the exhibit go FSL. I was in the office.
I was in the office during the time at Springs, at the time that I was preparing the covering minutes, and further that I was preparing to also transport these exhibits. That was when I had sealed this exhibit bag. What again, valo sila the exhibit bag. Ngangise office ngifana Springs. Lo ngilungiselela ke okanye ngenza ngibhala ama covering minutes nokuthi ke ngihlele ukuthi ngizohambisa le ngenzo ubufakazi.
Warrant officer, do you confirm that it is not in your covering minute or the said or alleged affidavit that you sealed these exhibits in the big bag with PA number 5,342-715J?
Ebe ke nnete hore ha o hlahelle he ho covering minutes tsa hao kapo yona affidavit ya hao hore o ile wa sila evidence bag ena ya PA 5,342-751J. Ntlha eno ha e hlahelle affidavit ya hao.
Ke hlalositse mo covering minutes, same page, column 3. The forensic exhibit bag number PA 50014999210 and PA 50020877782 were all sealed in forensic exhibit bag number PA 500 is 5,342-715J. They were placed inside one bag and sealed.
Thathwa ke zafakwe kwisaka elilodwa lengezofakazi zaseke ziyavala ngale. I did explain that on paragraph 3 of the paragraph 3 ya covering letter.
Covering letter that accompanies the exhibit.
Yes, paragraph 3.
Yes.
Paragraph 3 of the covering letter or of the minutes which are accompanying those exhibits, I did make mention of the fact that the forensic exhibit bags, number PA 50014999210 and PA 500-208-7782 were all sealed in forensic exhibit bag number PA 5,342-715J. What is the chief of kuleyo paragraph? Lezi ngizofakazi zafakwa kule bheke yodwa okuyanga namanamba.
But that appears in the letter that you had prepared. It is not appearing on the affidavit that you
No,
sent.
Mr. Moman, he says either or.
Either or.
And it's documented there. Unless you say he forged it, he's lying, fine. You can go on that line.
One last question, Warrant Officer. Let us go to photo 8 of your exhibit, Exhibit C. Is it correct, Warrant Officer, that you told this court that you inspected the door and you realized that there was a hole in the door?
Ebe ke nnete gore o ile wa re go lekola monyako wa hlokomela gore o na le lesoba mo monyako.
Kunjalo Mbrana.
It is so, yes. Uthi yebo kweqiniso lokho ngeke ngathi ukuhlolisisa-ke okanye ukubhekisisa umnyango ngase ngiyacaphela ukuthi kukhona imbobo nalapho kulo mnyango.
Is it also correct that you suspected that the bullet projectile might have penetrated the door? That is what you said in your evidence in chief. Do you confirm that?
Bullet ena ile ya kenella mnyango.
I understand the witness to have said there was a possibility that this bullet had fallen in within the panels of the door, not penetrated the door.
Is it correct that you, in your evidence in chief, you told this court that the bullet, you thought the bullet might have fallen within the panels of the door?
We ile batho jalo pa kimba hao hore o ke ha ona hana hore kulo ena ile ya wela ka hare ho mnyango kapa di-panel tsa mnyango.
Kunjalo Mbrana.
Yes, it is so. Yebo kweqiniso lokho iye ngatshela inkantolo ukuthi ngase-ke ngiyasola ukuthi mhlambe le nhlamvu iyawela ngaphakathi komnyango.
When you look at that photo, Warrant Officer Exhibit 8 of, sorry, Photo 8 of Exhibit C, can you show this court where you came to a conclusion that the bullet would have ricocheted from the door and landed behind the glass jars that were in the kitchen?
I beg yours?
Can it later appeared, Warrant Officer, that from the conclusion of the police officers, the bullet ricocheted.
Hoya ka tsela e leng gore mapolesa ileng a tlhalosa ka teng ho thwa bullet ena ile ya fapoa ka matswa e tswile stunyeng ya wotla ka ya fapoa kapo yona ntwela ya ho ricocheta o tlosisa ke.
Which police officer said that? I only remember one police officer, Lieutenant Colonel Manganyi, when he was
Manganyi.
reconstructing.
Yes, Lieutenant Colonel Manganyi.
Yes, that's the person who said the bullet struck at an
Yes,
acute angle on an
yes.
ajar door.
Yes, if I may rephrase the
Yes,
question.
please.
You
No
know how it-
policeman. The policeman said they found it or they didn't
Yes,
find it.
Yes, yes. Warrant Officer, do you know how it happened that the bullet projectile landed behind the glass jars?
Wa tseba gore na ho tle jwang gore kulo ena e feletse se wetse ka morao ho di-glass jars tsela. I don't know. Ngicangazi ukuthi kuze kanjani ukuthi neke inhlamvu isiwele ngaleke kumajala wenglass.
Thank you, Warrant Officer, for your time. Thank you, my daughter. I have no further questions. Thank you.
Yes, Ms. Sholani.
Thank you, my lord. Can I resume after the short adjournment?
Okay, fine.
In the middle of the rising court,